Hello everybody, today back in another video. Oh boy, Alexander Sasha Zverev, he made the upset. He took down the world number 2, Carlos Alcaraz. He took down the second seed in the tournament, Carlos Alcaraz. He took down the 2 times Grand Slam champion, Carlos Alcaraz, after 3 hours and 5 minutes in 4 sets. What a performance from Alexander Sasha Zverev, my dear God. I don't know if I have ever seen him play better tennis, especially for 2 sets and a half. He was just taking it to Carlos Alcaraz, especially in the serving department. He was unbreakable. He looked just unplayable when it comes to the serve. The first 2 sets and a half, he was untouchable on serve. Alexander Sasha Zverev for the 2 sets and a half, and Carlos Alcaraz, yeah, he didn't show his best stuff the first 2 sets and a half. I must admit, 2 winners only from Carlos racket in the first set. 2 winners, 11 adversaries Carlos did in the first set. That will not make you win a tennis match, that's for sure. Carlos Alcaraz is a shot maker. He needs to do more winners than adversaries. That is his game. His game is not to play safe tennis. His game is not to do more adversaries than winners. He needs to always doing more winners than adversaries, because he doesn't have the huge serve a la Zverev to take example one player. So he needs to make sure to hitting the ball right, to hitting the ball with confidence, to hitting the ball with accuracy, with depth, with precision, and with a lot of winners. That was not the case in this match for Carlos Alcaraz, especially not the first 2 sets. Particularly the first set with Carlos was just, in the second, third, and fourth set, he started to do more winners. But the first set, Carlos did only 2 winners and 11 adversaries. That will not make the job. And especially when you face a serve machine like Zverev was the first 2 sets and a half, then you will get a 6-1, 6-3, 5-2. You will be 5-2 down, which was the case in this match. Zverev, he also was the reason why Carlos couldn't breathe, especially in Zverev's service games, where Zverev was untouchable, like I said in the beginning of the video. Or what do you say? Zverev lands 89% first serves in the first set. 89! What can he do against that kind of a server? He won 88% behind his first serve in that first set. 88%! Unbelievable stuff. Unbelievable stuff. So, that is just crazy. And winning point behind second serve, Zverev won 100% in the first set. He was not forced to using it because he was landing so many first serves. So he used the second serve in the first set only 2 times. Won both of those points. The second set continued the same way. Carlos started to do more winners. I believe he did 10 winners in the second set. 10 winners and 11 adversaries. So he was still doing more adversaries than winners in the second set. Carlos Alcaraz. But Zverev continued to serve big. 90% first serves in the second set. Unbelievable. And won 79% behind his first serve in the second set, and delivering 90% behind his first serve. So unbelievable stuff, and won even in the second set 100% behind his second serve. But once again, he didn't need to use his second serve much in the second set. He used his second serve in the second set only 2 times, and won both of those points. It was in the third where the match started to be a little more interesting, where Carlos started to take his teeth into Zverev's service games, because we knew it is not human to to be that kind of a monster server the entire match. Zverev will get a dip, and he got in the third set, where he lands 78% first serve in, which is still really, really high, but it is not like 89% in the first set and 90% in the second set. So he started to be more human in the third, Zverev, and lands 78% first serve in, and won only 65% behind his first serve in the third. and also his second serve, because he was forced to use the second serve more in the third. So in the third set, he won only 44% behind his second serve, which was 4 points out of 9 points. He used his second serve 9 times in the third set and won 4 of those points, which makes it to 44%. So it was there where Zverev started to be more human, especially towards the end of the third set, and he had a chance to serve out the match. He was up in the 5-2 in the third set, and then Carlos held his serve to 5-3, to 3-5, and then Zverev came as close as 2 points away in winning this match in straight sets, 6-1, 6-3, 6-3. But he started to be a little more passive. He became a little nervous, which I expected him to be quite honest. I didn't expect Zverev to play a flawless match from the first ball to the last ball. It is not something we have seen many times during his career. We all remember the match 4 years ago at the US Open final against Dominic Thiem, where he was serving for the match. And we all know he choked. So it kind of did in the third set as well. Carlos broke to 4-5, and Zverev once again came two points away to winning the match in Carlos' service games in that 4-5 game. But Carlos held his nerves and leveled the third set to 5-all, and then Zverev made it to 6-5, and then Carlos held his serve easily to 6-all. And then Zverev got the best start of the tiebreak to love, but then Carlos, he just pushed the beast mode button and won 7 consecutive points and won the tiebreak 7-2. I will be honest with you, my tennis fans all around the world. I didn't believe that Zverev will turn this match around after he dropped the third set. I don't just trust him mentally. And he looked tired in the fourth set. And we all know that Carlos Alcaraz is a physical animal. He never gets tired. Carlos Alcaraz is one of the players on the tour who never looks tired, together with Hubi Hurkacz as well. We saw the match between Medvedev and Hubi Hurkacz. Which player was that looked tired? It was Medvedev. It was not Hurkacz. Hurkacz, he could play that match for 10 hours. They played 4 hours. Hubi Hurkacz could have played that match 10 hours. Definitely not Medvedev, that's for sure. He would have collapsed if they had played 2 more hours, Medvedev. But the same thing here. Carlos looked fresh as daisy in the fourth set. Zverev was the player who looked more tired. He didn't look as tired as Medvedev did in this match against Hubi Hurkacz, but he still looked more tired than Carlos. But Zverev, he kept on serving. He raised his service game, his serve percentage once again in the fourth set. I believe he served 90% first serve in the fourth set, which is huge, 90%. Not 90. I'm sorry, 88%. He served 88% first serve in the fourth set, Zverev. So once again he picked up his serve in the fourth set, Zverev. He was making a lot of first serves in. And he won 71% behind his first serve in the fourth set, Zverev. So, and Carlos, Zverev broke Carlos first in the fourth set, but he was broken then immediately. He couldn't hold his service, his lead in the fourth set, and then they both held their serves pretty comfortably, I should say, until the 4-all game, where Zverev broke 40-15 with a great backhand passing shot, which Carlos couldn't put it away, and he landed that forehand volley into the net. And then Zverev served it out. For the second time asking to serve out the match, Zverev didn't disappoint himself or his fans, and he served it out. Even that second time for asking to serve out the match was not easy for Zverev. It was 30-all, but he converted his first match point. He took that chance and won the match in the end, and won that fourth set 6-4, very, very deservedly. This is a surprise. I didn't expect Zverev to win. I will be honest with you. Carlos was my favorite coming into this match, and he was the favorite for more or less all the tennis analysts or YouTubers I've seen in the internet. But I didn't expect Zverev to be to serving these bombs. I really didn't expect. This was one of Zverev's best performances that I have ever seen. But he got also a lot of help from Carlos, especially the first 2 sets. where Carlos was doing a lot of unforced errors, especially the first set where Carlos did only 2 winners and 11 unforced errors. If you look at the stats, Zverev does 7 aces, so he was not an ace monster. 1 double fault. Zverev has really taken down his double fault, and I believe it depends on his toss. He doesn't have as a huge of a toss like he used to have. I have noticed that. I don't know if you guys have noticed. His toss is a little less. So maybe that has helped Zverev to not make as many double faults as he used to do. So he did only 1 double fault, 7 aces. In the end, he lands 85% of his first serves. That is huge. 85% landing to land your first serve. That is really huge. So 85%, unbelievable. Facing a player who lands 85% the entire match, it is not easy. It is not easy, my tennis friends all around the world. And he won 73% when his first serve, which is really, really high, especially against a super quality returner like Carlos, and won 47% when his second serve. Broke Carlos' serve 7 times out of 10 break opportunities that he had, which is 70%. Did 28 winners and 25 unforced errors. He did 3 more winners and unforced errors, and won all in all in the match 125 points. Carlos Alcaraz, how was his stats? He did 6 aces, 2 double faults. I believe he lands 68% first serves in, which is not bad, but if you compare it with Zverev, it is bad. Zverev lands 85% behind his first serve. So Carlos lands 68% behind his first serve. Carlos won, if I'm not mistaken, of the points, 67%. Carlos won behind his first serve, 67%. So if I'm not mistaken, because I don't quite remember exactly that number, how many points Carlos won behind his first serve. I believe it was 67%. He lands 68% behind his first serve, Carlos, and he won 67% behind his first serve. So it is not, but Zverev was better with 73%. And winning points behind the second serve, Carlos won 42%. So that was pretty low. Zverev didn't do a tremendously good job there as well. It was not like Zverev did win points behind the second serve over 50%, but at least he was 47%. But Zverev didn't need to use his second serve so much. Like I said, he barely missed any first serves in the first and the second set, and in the fourth set as well. Actually, Zverev didn't win any of his second serve points in the fourth set. He used his second serve in the fourth set 4 times, I believe, and he didn't win any of those points. So he was 0% in winning second serve for Zverev in the fourth set. And Carlos, he did too many. He broke Zverev's serve 2 times out of 5 break turns that he had. He did too many unforced errors, 45 unforced errors and 39 winners. So Carlos does 6 more unforced errors than winners, which was a little surprisingly, because coming into this match, out of 8 players that played the quarterfinals, that Carlos Alcaraz was the player who actually did the least unforced errors in 4 matches. So it was a little surprising to see Carlos Alcaraz do much more unforced errors than Zverev. 45 unforced errors from Carlos Alcaraz racket, and Zverev did 25 unforced errors only. So Carlos Alcaraz does 20 more unforced errors than Zverev. So definitely Zverev played a much cleaner match than Carlos Alcaraz. He really did. All in all, Carlos won 103 points in the entire match, which Zverev won 22 more points than Carlos Alcaraz in the entire match. So big congratulations to Alexander Zverev for making his second Australian Open semifinal, and for defeating his first ever top 5, for defeating in his career for the first time a top 5 opponent in Grand Slams. He has never defeated an opponent in Grand Slams, a top 5 opponent. Carlos Alcaraz is becoming a thing where Zverev creates history. When he defeated Carlos Alcaraz at the 22 French Open quarterfinal, that was Zverev's first time defeating a top 10 opponent in the world at majors. It was the first time that Zverev defeated a top 10 opponent at majors, and that opponent was Alcaraz 2 years ago at 2022 French Open quarterfinal. Fast forward 2 years later, Carlos becomes the first top 5 opponent that Zverev defeats in a major. So big congratulations to Alexander Zverev. He was the better player, he was the more cleaner player, he was the more consistent player. I didn't see this coming, not before the match, and especially not after Carlos Alcaraz won the third set. And I said that Zverev will choke like we have seen him choke before. So Carlos Alcaraz, he still needs to chase his first ever victory after coming down 2 sets to love in majors. He has not done it. He has not done this in 6 appearances. He has been down 0-2 down in majors in 6 appearances. Has never turned that scenario around, and that was the case in this match as well. He didn't turn around this 0-2 love down. He didn't turn it around, this 0-2 down, this match where he was down 0-2 down. So what can we say? Carlos Alcaraz, he has the future ahead of him. It is not a big disaster that he lost. To be quite honest, last time Carlos Alcaraz lost this early before the semifinals, you need to go back to Wimbledon 2022, where Carlos Alcaraz lost against Yannick Sinner in the 4th round. That was actually the last time Carlos Alcaraz lost this early. After that, he has gone to quarterfinals, to semifinals in every single event. He won the US Open in 2022. He didn't play the Australian Open in 2023 due to injury. He went to the French Open semifinal in 2023. He won Wimbledon in 2023, and he went to US Open semifinal in 2023. So Carlos Alcaraz getting knocked out before the semifinals in this year's Australian Open 2024 is the first time he's doing that in 2 years, since Wimbledon 2022. So he's still pretty consistent, but he just came short against a beast mode as Alexander Zverev, at least for two and set and half. At least for 2 and set and half. And he just, what made the difference in this match? The serve. If I should say one big reason why Zverev won, he served much better than Carlos Alcaraz. He landed so many more first serves in the Carlos Alcaraz, and he won more points behind his first serve than Carlos Alcaraz. That was the difference. And Carlos Alcaraz very, very poorly start in that first set, where he got the breadstick 6-1. Where he did only 2 winners and 11 after styles. And after that, Zverev, he maintained serving big, he maintained having confidence. He saw that Carlos Alcaraz was not on his best shape in the beginning of the match, and he just keep on serving big, Zverev, in the second set as well, and won the second set 6-3. And then in the third, Zverev started to be more human. Like I said at the beginning of the video, his serve percentage went down, and he gave Carlos Alcaraz a slim of a chance, which Carlos took and won the third set in the tiebreak 7-2. But then in the fourth, Zverev raised his level again, at least in the service department, with it landing 88% first serves in that fourth set. So it was the serve that made the difference. If I could say the biggest reason why Zverev won this match. If Zverev would have been landing under 75% first serves in, I truly believe he would not have won this match. But landing 85% first serves in throughout the match, and landing so many first serves, the first, second, and fourth set, man, it's hard stopping that kind of a player. It really is hard stopping that kind of a player. So there you have it, my tennis fans all around the world. Why Alexander Zverev won this match. It is an upset. Even though Zverev is the world number 6 and Carlos is the world number 2, it is not a huge difference in the world ranking, but it is still an upset. At least according to me. So Zverev is through to the semifinal, and there he will face Daniil Medvedev. So now we have the semifinal set. Djokovic will face Sinner, Zverev will face Daniil Medvedev. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, give a thumbs up, subscribe, see you next time. Peace.